I just found Christmas sweaters. Oh, I'm so glad I found this. Did I say welcome yet? Welcome, everybody, to Vlogmas Day 6. It's 9:30 in the morning, and I decided to go in that shed and start pushing tubs around and find Christmas sweaters. Well, what does that say? See? This has to be one of my favorites. I'm still in my jammies, by the way. Look, this one, Debbie and Margie were in high school when I wore this, and it was long enough to cover the butt, and we wore these types of long sweaters with tights. Can you believe it? And that's when I first got this. It has the shoulder pads built in and everything. And it's my favorite sweater of all times. And I'm gonna put it on just because I am so happy that this has arrived. Now, let me get this on. Okay, I've been doing stuff in that shed that I probably shouldn't do. Mostly it was pushing stacks of tubs around. Isn't this a great sweater? Now, you know me, I approve of shoulder pads because they give you that nice squared off look that we need in our super ager years. Love that term. So here I am, ready to start the day. So I can relax. I have to go out. Remember, I forgot the cat food, so I have to go out for that. I'm still working on a couple of cans that were in the shed from the earthquake emergency kits. I did save the cat food. The kids made me throw out all the rest of the food because it was so expired dates. So the cats will survive an earthquake. Moosie and Nanny might not. We might have to eat cat food. Today's video, Moosie and I decided we were going to talk about the guys in our life, the grandfathers, the young gents, the teeny boppers, the little guys, the grandkids, the great grandkids, talking about gift ideas for all the guys in our life. So I think I better go in and do something about myself. Moosie is stirring and probably up by now and wanting his coffee and breakfast. Well, as you can see, yes, I did find my Christmas sweaters. I went out early this morning and went through pushing tubs around. I wasn't actually dumpster diving this time, but I was in the shed pushing them around. Sure enough, I found them all by myself. So you can tell I was quite excited. And I have on one of my favorite sweaters right now, the one that I wore when Debbie and Margie were in high school, believe it or not. So that puts this about 45 years old, this sweater. And it's the one with the Christmas tree on it and the shoulder pads, like back in the late 70s, early 80s. We all wore them nice and long. We wore these with jeggings, leggings, and I just love it, mainly because it has the Christmas tree and it's red too. So you'll be seeing more of these sweaters as the vlogs go on. Now, I think I said that this video was going to be pretty much about our guys, from grandfathers to young gents to married sons, son-in-laws, right down to the little guys. You know, they're the ones that people say are hard to buy for, especially the older men. And I have some hints on that. With teenagers, things like hoodies. You can always buy a hoodie for them. Ask mom what they like. Sometimes they like certain things said on there, but you can buy hoodies online, or they wear these sweatshirts to school, everywhere. Hoodie is a great idea. Of course, the socks with the money is another good idea, because that helps them buy the things they need for their gaming, in the way of, we don't know what all these gaming accessories are. So they buy their own things, the microphones, the earplugs, the whatever goes on. So that's another one. Now, for those of them that are driving, the older teens, this tool I did show you. Now, they don't need assistance getting in and out of a car, but this does 5 different things. In events of emergencies, this hook that fits into the side of the car, and this is mainly used to help people, older people or people with disabilities, getting in and out of a car. You lean on it as you get in. Every car has those hooks, and this also will break a window if you get stuck in a car in an emergency. Down here is a razor blade, and you can cut a seatbelt strap. It has a light. You can also bop somebody on the head if they're trying to get into your car. This is a great tool. You can find this on Amazon, and I'll put the information. I've showed you this a couple years ago. I'll put this information on the down below thing. There's also some, and I can't find that one now, but there were some, there's a tool that I bought for $10 at Big Lots. I'll show you that tomorrow. It's something that is a car thing that has everything from directionals and all sorts of things. One of those 5-in-1 tools that young boys or girls actually could use in cars. Skull caps are great for kids. Slippers. Everybody needs a good pair of slippers. You can homemade snacks. Now, there's certain things that my kids like, especially the boys. Buy them bunches of those. Put a basket together with their favorite snacks or goodies, or your homemade cookies in there. I have a facial scrubber for teenagers with acne, and I'll show you that tomorrow too. It's under $10, and it works well to keep your face clean. Some of the kids might really need that and enjoy that. Of course, socks. You know, socks are always good for kids. I can't read that one. Now this one, this is all about being surprised at Christmas. I am one that does not have to be surprised, and mainly because sometimes I know what I need or what I want, and it's a specific kind of something. I prefer to buy it myself and then just pretend it came from Santa Claus or somebody else. Moose, on the other hand, likes surprises, and he doesn't want to know anything. So we have devised a little trick between us where he can give me subtle hints on things and doesn't want to know if I buy them or not, but he's letting me know in a very secret way, and I'm picking up on it, what he needs or wants. For instance, in a catalog, and we leave these catalogs out for each other, we both do this. We turn the page down to what we want. And then when you open up to that page, now I particularly get very, very into this. I will circle the item. I will circle the color. I will circle the size, get everything right, even put a line under how to, the item number, and put a star there. So you leave each other little hints like that. Now, I picked up on a hint that Moosie did yesterday. He was telling me, we got into a conversation, and he worked it in very subtly, that remember the days when I used to wear this cologne when we were dating and when we were first married, Old Spice. Well, everybody knows Old Spice from the old days. Gee, I used to love that and everything, you know. And at the same time, he had this bottle in his hand, which I had here. I picked it out of the garbage. And it was going back and forth, you know, and he's just very, you know, nonchalantly threw the bottle in the garbage. Well, that hint was, I did get him Old Spice a couple of years ago. His hint was, it's gone. So without telling me, I picked up on that. Now, if I don't write these things down, I will not remember them. Some things he might tell me for the kids. The kids are always asking, what can I get Dad? What does Dad need? And it's hard to buy for Dad. He loves books, but he and the girls do have something between them, Dubby especially, and Colleen, where they suggest books for each other. And Dubby probably would know the books that Moosie would want, so they can give hints to the other kids. So that's the way we work out surprises. Moosie says, for my gifts, he doesn't want to know what I buy, and it's going to be from him. So he said, wrap up your own gifts, put them under the tree, and when you open them, I will be surprised at what I gave to you. Do you kind of understand how that's working here? Works for us, so surprises, no surprises, whatever. Everybody's happy Christmas morning. Another wonderful thing that we did as a family for many years, especially when the children were younger, Bill's mom, Nana, would send money out every year for the whole family to go to a wonderful Christmas pageant down at the Crystal Cathedral in South Orange County. And we would take all the grandkids, and they'd have live animals, camels and elephants and big things coming down the aisles up on the stage. And it was a Christmas pageant, and it was wonderful. And we did that for several years and had front row seats and everything. A couple years we used to go to the El Cholo restaurant in Los Angeles. Don't even know if it's still there or not. And they used to have a choir from one of the local colleges come and sing Christmas carols. And we would go in, and the girls would dress up in long dresses. It was a big event. They were little then, and all the kids. And we would go and have a lovely lunch and listen to the Christmas carols. And that was all done a week or two before Christmas. They even made tortillas, and the kids used to stand in the windows and watch them making the tortillas. Tickets to sporting events is great for guys if you want to get them a present, or gals too. Baseball games, football games, or symphonies, plays. One year we all went to, and this was just about 4 or 5 years ago, we all went out to Riverside County to a theater to see the Nutcracker Suite. And that was wonderful too, live. So these are ideas for not just the guys, but for everyone. And you can enjoy Christmas as a family and forget about some of the more expensive presents. Did I tell you that one of our ladies suggested that we have no makeup jammy day? Did I tell you that? Things like this are kind of going over in my head. Did I talk about that? Did I not? She said, let's all have a jammy day where we stay in our jammies all day, no makeup, and that we sit around having a cup of coffee, a glass of wine, or that, and cookies, or veggies and a dip or something. And I will do that. I think that's going to be fun. But I will give you a hint the day before as to which day we'll do that. There are some things we have to kind of get in this week. And one of those things I've been practicing on, because on Friday, I want to do my kitchen veggie craft. And I think that's the day we'll use that foam cone, and you can make it with me or not. We'll probably do that Friday because I want to bring that veggie craft to Margie's on Sunday. And another one I was practicing, and I put some pictures and a little video on. It's not turning out so good. It's little kind of 4-inch high little Christmas trees, and I'm showing them to you here because it was a flop with me. I was doing something wrong. I had seen these somewhere on, you know how things pop up on your Facebook, and they were made out of a zucchini or cucumber slices, big wide slices. You have to have a good slicer, and then the bottom part is a tomato, a cherry tomato cut in half, a big one, and then the top part, which turned out great with my new little cutters, was the star cut out of cheddar cheese. That was the only part that looked great. The rest of it kind of collapsed as you wind it back and forth. So right now, this is a yay or nay. It's a nay, because we can't get it right. Maybe you could practice. You can see by my pictures how it's done. Why don't you try it? And if you figured out a way to do it, let me know, and I'll try and make them again the way you tried and worked. To me, it seems that the cucumber or the zucchini is too flimsy, if it's just a slice with not any of the skin, the green skin on the side. Not only that, with the green skin looking on the outside, it looks more like a Christmas tree. So the tomato part's fine. The cheese, cheddar cheese cutout is fine. It's putting that little thing together. And then what you do is you make a bunch of them and people take them and you dip things in the dips. So let me know, because right now it's not working for me.
Okay, it's crooked and it's top heavy and it needs to be larger on the bottom and get smaller as you go to the top. So keep trying. The star cutout works great. On the cheese, I've already eaten a couple of stars. Dipped in chunky blue cheese or ranch.
I did want to tell you all, just as a reminder, that I am going to firm up that date with Colleen coming on to do a video about mental health. She's a mental health therapist and has agreed to come on and talk about some issues that perhaps all of us have at different times, and maybe especially during these holidays. So I will keep you posted on that. Oh, really important, I wanted to tell you this. You know what tomorrow is? Tomorrow is actually Tuesday. You will be getting this video. And right after I put this up, as soon as the right time comes and the thrift shop opens, it is, you know what, Tuesday Senior Day, 30% off everything. And I haven't been to a thrift shop in quite a while. It's probably a month or 6 weeks. Just haven't had the time to get there. And it's an outing. It's not that I need anything, but it's good Christmas shopping for little things, stocking stuffers, or maybe you need an ornament or a wreath for your door or something. They have absolutely everything. And if you're looking for a warm shirt or something like that, or how about Christmas sweaters? Get yourself a great Christmas sweater at the thrift, a lot cheaper, and probably the older ones are a lot prettier than you're going to find in the stores now. So I will be taking you with me along to the thrift shop tomorrow, and you will see that the following day. So that should be a good video. So stay tuned for that too. So I want to thank you once again for all your comments. I did ask you if perhaps doing 2 or 3 weeks in a row of videos every day would make you sick and tired of me and say, oh, that's enough with Nanny. But all you seem to be in agreement, and I thank you for that you would not get bored with listening to me chit-chat away, and thank you. Time to close. It's getting time for supper, and I see Moosie snacking over there, so I better get supper on the road. Thank you so much for watching and enjoying, and the new people who are subbing. The word must be getting out there a little bit. I will see you tomorrow. Love you all, and God bless us all.